Tonight, we're diving into the top 10 scariest Netflix horror movies in 2025, a countdown of the most disturbing, terrifying, and unforgettable stories streaming right now. Starting of our list at number 10, Hellhole. Hellhole blends occult dread with a suffocating atmosphere as a young priest infiltrates a remote monastery hiding a monstrous secret. What begins as an investigation becomes a descent into a demonic conspiracy that grows more twisted with every whisper in the dark. Its gritty visuals, hopeless tone, and shocking final revelations make it a film that haunts you long after the credits roll. At number 9, a classic horror story. This Italian nightmare starts like a road trip gone wrong, but quickly devolves into a cult-driven ritual drenched in folklore and madness. The movie plays with the rules of horror, twisting them into a meta-nightmare where nothing is what it seems. Its brutal atmosphere and unexpected ending leave you questioning who the real monsters are, the characters, or the storytellers behind the scenes. At number 8, Cobweb. Cobweb crawls under your skin from the first frame, following an isolated young boy who hears whispers inside his bedroom walls. What seems like childhood paranoia becomes something far darker as secrets inside the house surface with bone-chilling intensity. The film mixes fairy tale unease with brutal twists, turning a simple home into a cage filled with horrors you never see coming. At number 7, The Awakening. Set in post-war England, The Awakening follows a skeptical investigator who enters a haunted boarding school to debunk a ghost sighting, only to discover forces that know her deepest wounds. The atmosphere is slow, cold, and elegant, building tension through grief, unresolved trauma, and supernatural revelations that hit hard. It's haunting not because of jump scares, but because of the emotional shadows it exposes. At number 6, Hard Eyes. One of Netflix's newest modern slasher hits, Hard Eyes follows a masked killer who uses social media filters to stalk his victims, turning every selfie into a potential death sentence. Fast, bloody, and disturbingly relevant, the movie taps into the paranoia of being watched, even when no one is supposed to be watching. Stylish kills, clever twists, and a chilling villain make this one of 2025's standout terrors. At number 5, Insidious Chapter 2. Returning to the nightmare realm known as the Further, Chapter 2 deepens the haunting of the Lambert family with terrifying callbacks and a maze of supernatural timelines. Its creeping sound design and suffocating tension revive the terror of the first film while delivering new demonic encounters that feel even more personal. It's one of those sequels that stays just as terrifying as the original, if not more. At number 4, The Good Apostle. This slow-burn cult horror traps you on a remote island ruled by a mysterious goddess and a group of believers who'll do anything to keep their secrets buried, with visuals reminiscent of The Wicker Man and a storyline dripping with sacrifice, corruption, and supernatural folklore. The Good Apostle delivers a grim, suffocating descent into fanaticism. Every scene feels like a warning you can't look away from. At number 3, Till Death. A woman handcuffed to her dead husband in a remote frozen cabin. That alone would be nightmare fuel. But Till Death turns survival into a relentless, icy dread as hired killers close in and escape becomes nearly impossible. The tension never lets go, turning isolation, betrayal, and revenge into a cold-blooded thriller that keeps you breathless until the last moment. At number 2, 28 years later. The long-awaited sequel returns with a ferocity that reminds viewers why the rage virus remains one of the most terrifying concepts in modern horror. Brutal, fast, and emotionally devastating, the film explores humanity's struggle to rebuild after decades of ruin, only to face an outbreak more unstoppable than ever. Its bleak realism and relentless pacing make it one of the most intense horror releases of 2025. And finally, at number 1, The Ritual. The Ritual remains one of Netflix's most terrifying films ever, and in 2025, its reign continues. This story of 4 friends lost in a Scandinavian forest takes a turn into primal fear when they encounter an ancient creature tied to Norse mythology. The atmosphere is crushing, the sense of dread overwhelming, and the creature reveal unforgettable. It's cosmic horror, psychological terror, and raw human fear woven into one perfect nightmare. If you're brave enough, these 10 films guarantee sleepless nights and tense shadows in every corner of your room. Which one have you seen? And which one are you too afraid to watch alone? Let me know in the comments. Your feedback shapes the next countdown. If this video adds something to your watch list, subscribe for more. See you next time.